definitely stay in touch and let me find an opportunity for you in this Brazil world. I'll revisit and pick up this conversation with possible.
Hey, we're officially live. I hope you like that introduction overview. So, welcome to the live podcast broadcast where we'll explore the world of marketing and share insights today on how to create a standout brand and business in a crowded market. So, I know today this is going to be so helpful for you, depending on where you're at in your career and in your either job search or starting a business. So, first things first, today we'll be discussing the magic of storytelling in marketing in this episode. As you may or may not know, I'm Jenna Vargas. Wanted to do a quick little intro. So, storytelling, as you might know, has been around for centuries, and it's no secret that it's such an essential tool to really, like I talk to my clients about, engage, educate, and inspire people. So, as you know, in marketing, storytelling is crucial because it allows brands to really build that deeper and authentic connection with their audiences. So really setting yourself apart from competition and creating an emotional attachment with customers, potential recruiters, etc., depending on where you're at in your career transition. So why is storytelling so powerful in marketing? You might be wondering. It's because stories have the power to evoke emotions and connect with people on a personal level. Talking about that, if you want to drop in your comments, I'm recording live here in Tampa, Florida from my home office, actually dining room. My husband's in the office right now. If you put in the comment section either the city and state or the country that you are watching from, I would love to hear from you. And if you want to add in any questions, I'm either welcome to bring you on or happy to bring you on to the screen to have conversation around this topic, how I can maybe answer questions for you, etc., or just drop them in and I'll add them to the screen on the banner section for you as well. So really by using storytelling, we want to make sure that it resonates with our audience to really create that deeper connection like we were talking about with them, making them even more likely to become loyal customers. So in the case that you're a job seeker, maybe it's not a customer, but maybe it's a potential candidate opportunity. So just kind of thinking very, very much it intertwines between personal branding and branding your business. There's a lot of similarities there. And a lot of times people that own a business still need a personal brand because it's all about that know, like, and trust factor. And again, being authentic and genuine and really organically growing these relationships and nurturing them. So storytelling is a powerful marketing tool that you probably have heard about that buzzword in the last few years that can help you connect with your audience on an emotional level and build a strong brand identity. So I want to share some strategies today with you to effectively market your personal or business brand using storytelling, because I think it's so helpful to have how can we take action and how can we really build this into like everyday work that we're doing. And I'd like to keep these episodes a little bit shorter so that way I don't lose your attention span. I know I can only listen and prefer to only listen for so long. So first things first is developing a brand narrative. So creating a story that showcases your brand's value, mission, and purpose. This story should be authentic and resonate with your target audience. So that works well on the business side, but let's say you're on the personal branding side. As an example, how can you add value? What is your purpose? What drives you? And what is your why? Why are we showing up and doing the work that we do? And what is our, how do we best like articulate the value add that we're providing, no matter who it is getting delivered to? And that's why even clients ask me, should I have a brand if I have a full-time job? Yes, absolutely. Because you just never know when you need that as a backup or you're going to be transitioning unexpectedly. You always want to be prepared and kind of using that as like your own portfolio of work, whether that's content that you're creating, videos under that umbrella, newsletters, and connecting with just your audience overall. And there are some people that are in more client facing roles, such as like sales, there might be marketing. I get a lot of people in PR, some HR. So even beyond just using your personal brand in the work that you do day to day, thinking about who's going to be looking at this, what's that first impression, etc. So the second thing is use customer stories. So share stories from customers that really highlight how your product or service has impacted their life. Again, if you're a job seeker, this might be, what is your ROI? What are those metrics? What are those big accomplishments throughout your career that you have? What's that impact, right? And this can also help build that trust and credibility with your audience. They want to get to know you, and you're not robotic, right? So they want to get to know you and know, like, and trust you. So how can we better do that to show that human connection, right? So we went through 1, 2, the third one that I wanted to get to was using visuals. So visuals such as images, videos to enhance your storytelling can make it even more engaging for your audience. So keep in mind, even on LinkedIn, you can add a media section under a certain role or business, and you can highlight, I was going to see if I could pull it up quickly, but you could highlight some of the core visuals, whether it's media, blog, newsletter. I just added my latest and greatest to mine just to show capabilities and that content that you're creating. Create a series. So develop a series of stories that build on each other and create a narrative arc. So as an example, this can help your audience engage and show they're interested in your brand over time. And brands evolve each season, etc. There might be an evolution, and what you started with, it might become more developed, it might become more detailed, etc. But we got to start somewhere and take action, right? And just knowing that this is valuable and helpful, and why we should spend time on this. Number 5 is use social media. I know it's been intimidating for me, myself, and my clients in the past, and I really want to encourage you to kind of overcome those challenges. So sharing your stories on social media to reach a wider audience and encourage engagement with your brand. So yes, social media is all about being social, and you want people to engage with your brand, but you should also be spending time each day and each week engaging outbound. So, adding comments, feedback, adding a GIF or a Bitmoji or something fun that really shows that you're interested in certain content and using your voice in the process. There are ways to automate that. Different automation softwares for social media marketing management. Even Canva has self-scheduling included in their $12.99 kind of a package. So totally affordable if you want to kind of automate or simplify that process. The last 2 things, number 6, is incorporate storytelling into content marketing. So using storytelling, like I had mentioned, in blog posts, emails, and other marketing materials to make them more engaging and memorable. So depending on where you're at in your career transition, whether you're a job seeker or starting a business, keep in mind some of these may apply a little more relative than others, but try and think outside the box. So for job seekers, a candidate campaign, how are we nurturing and building relationship and engaging with job seekers, employees at these companies, and hiring managers? And for businesses, how are we keeping those prospects that the leads that we have really engaged and really connecting with you on a know, like, and trust personal and professional factor? Sometimes that sense of vulnerability is how you're connecting with people as well. And then the last thing I want to share with you today, and again, if you want to drop in where you're watching from in the comment section and any questions, feel free. Don't be shy. If you ever want to jump on, I'm happy to share the screen and start the conversation with you as well on these topics. And then number 7 is make it personal. So share personal stories about your journey as a business owner or how your personal experience have really influenced your brand. So this can help humanize, like I mentioned before, your brand and create a deeper connection with your audience. So people have personal brands, businesses are a brand that you're cultivating and creating. So keep that in mind. And then remember, effective storytelling requires, like I mentioned, authenticity, creativity, and a deep understanding of your target audience. By incorporating storytelling into your marketing strategy, you can differentiate your brand and create a lasting impression on your audience. And that's so important when I work with my clients is what makes you different? How are we going to help you stand out from the competition? And just a quick little story, since we're talking about storytelling. Growing up, I am the youngest of three from my mom and dad. And then when my dad got remarried when I was 4, I'm one of the munchkins. I'm one of the younger 2 of 6 kids. So I think for me, standing out, branding, all of that is all about like, I felt like I had to go a little above and beyond to kind of like get extra attention or do things that were like above and beyond to be able to, now I know obviously better, but, and having my own kids. But it's just so important. Branding is all about how are we showing up? What is that impact? What is that first impression? What do people think about us based on the work that we do or how we treat people, etc.? That speaks volumes, right? So I think a lot of the branding and storytelling piece, truly it allows for me to be more creative with my clients, the copy, the design, all of this good stuff and the research. But it really stems for me when I truly think about it. Why am I so good about standing out is because I was really good at getting attention as one of the youngest of like, what can I do different? How can I stand out? What can I achieve or accomplish? Which now I know is what is it called? Like a hyper achiever or a high achiever. So there's definitely pros and challenges with that, but that is why I've gotten into branding and really like cultivating this for personal brands and for businesses, just as an FYI, when we're talking about storytelling. To recap, storytelling is such a powerful tool that can help you unleash the magic of your brand. So really crafting an authentic and meaningful brand story, we can build deeper connections with our customers, audience, etc., to differentiate ourselves from our competition and ultimately drive sales, drive new opportunities, and possibilities are endless, right? So let's go ahead and start telling your story today. Once upon a brand, there was a story that captivated the hearts and minds of its audience. So thank you so much for watching. It looks like we do have one comment here. If there's any final questions, feel free to add them in the comment section. Again, I am live here from Tampa, Florida, from my home office. Let me take a quick glance. Hey there, thanks for watching. This one, it doesn't give us much detail, but I hope you're having a wonderful day and you got some nuggets from today's episode. And I'm going to put in, I'd love to schedule a quick 15-minute discovery Zoom chat to continue the conversation. I'll put this in the comment bubble for people watching on replay or replay, repeat, rerun. And I'm going to check my behind the scenes on Instagram. Hey, Gilmanda, so nice to see you. It's been a while. All right, perfect. So I think, let's see. I did drop that in on the comment section so you have it for now and for future. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so grateful to be able to serve you and hopefully add to your transformation, your career transformation. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We'll continue the conversation and make it a great day.